Hey, welcome to Bats and Bonsai.
That's how we do it. Mwah. That's exactly how you do it.
Hello everybody, welcome to Bats and Bonsai Garage Sale. We're selling some reels. And this isn't gonna be giving you exact prices, this is giving you a heads up. I'm gonna post it on my Facebook page is the first place. But if you see me selling reels, I'm gonna also send you back here sale video on the reels. So we're gonna jump down here and take a look at these cool, very awesome reels that I'm selling. And I'll explain while I'm selling them, while I'm showing you some of the reels. So here we go. I'm not getting out of the business, okay? Even though some of you want me gone, I ain't going nowhere. All right, first off, I'll start with the Abu Garcia since I have boxes for most of those and some spare parts for the Auroras. Now, on both Auroras, I do have the boxes, and as you can see down here, I have a lot of the original parts. This one has more aftermarket stuff. I've got like most everything that it came with, stock. There may be something missing. I'm not going to guarantee that everything's there. Like on this one, actually this goes with it because it has that one. So all that stuff, not including this. So this stuff right here, if you did decide you wanted to put it back, I don't have the original handle. This one has less stuff to go back, and then even on this guy right here, which is probably not making the camera, I have it, the clutch, thumb, and then the drag star. Now on the Elite, which is this one, I have the box and all that's in the box, and it's not in the greatest shape, still in pretty good shape. It does have a manual, blow up for the parts list, not sure what that is. It does have the a bag for it, and I believe there's oil also with this one, yeah, and the thing of oil still there. So everything it came with is still in there, and it'll come in that box with that. That's on the CB Elite. Now both the Auroras is about the same thing. They come with an actual reel cover. It says Catch the Impossible, and I think that's the guy's name that designed the Elite. Now this box is pulled apart. It's just like come unglued. And I thought it had oil in it, but maybe this one didn't have oil. Here's the other instructions and all that. There's a user's card. All that will come with it. I don't know where the tube of oil went to. I'll actually put a little bit of super glue on that. I'll put it back in there. This one will come with this one, the one that's more stock. And then same thing. This one's coming apart too, though. They're both the same way. I think this one does have oil, though. Has a reel cover, bottle of oil, instructions, everything with it. And these, by me anyway, I never even pulled them out of the box and used them. I don't think they've been used yet. And most of you guys should already know by now which reel this one is. It's the one that's most decked out. Got all the hedgehog aluminum parts on it, ZPI spool, screws. It's got the works. Probably, now these prices, I'm just throwing a ballpark out there about what I'll probably go by, but whatever I put on my Facebook is what I'll stick with. I'm going to try to get about 450 out of this one, I think. You guys, I don't know, feel free to comment if you think that's way too high, but it does have most of the original stuff, all that hop-up stuff. The ZPI spool by itself is pretty expensive. All the hedgehog stuff. I think these reels in good shape, I think you still have to pay almost $300 for just the reel. And if you want it decked out, there's probably a couple more $100 there, easy. So 450 is where I'll start. This one will probably be a lot cheaper. It's got more scuffs on it. Be looking for pictures, but right across the top it's got some scuffs. The actual sides are in real good shape. It's got some blue stuff, not a lot, but it does have the line tube, cap, guide, and I forget what they even call that. It's got the gold tension knob. So a few things from stock. Oh yeah, it does have the clicking drag, audible drag, which is like $35 by itself there. So with the scratches, I'll probably start out at $250 for this thing. So big difference, $450, and it does have the audible drag also. $450 for this guy, $250 for this one. This one has the drag start and the clutch. I think that's a 100mm carbon fiber handle. I'll probably go ahead though and just try to get this one gone since I really didn't hardly use it anyway. Maybe 140, maybe just 100, I don't know. Maybe just 100, but it's a crazy smooth reel still. Works awesome. Next, we'll go with my Itos, the 103M TD-ITOs. This one, I've talked about it several times. I'll try to show you the only blemish I know of is right there. It almost looks like a number 4 scratched on it. It's just a couple small scratches. Very small, very hard to really see unless you're looking for it. But I don't think that I bought it used. I don't have a box or nothing else comes with it, just like it is. But I don't think it's ever been fished. I don't think it's ever been on the water and fished. It's still, all the grease, everything still looks brand new. Still, everything works like new. Does not have a clicking drag. I haven't done anything internal. I haven't done anything to it. I think I test casted with it once, maybe twice, if that. But a very good, as close to new as you can get without, you know, actually being a brand new one in a box. So if you're looking for one, whether it be set on a shelf, I'm sure you probably couldn't even hardly spot the scratch, or if you want one that already does have the finest scratch that you wouldn't feel crazy about taking a new one out of the box and actually fishing with, this would be the reel for you. The next one, it's been fished a lot. I fished this reel a lot. Olivia's fished this reel a lot. This is what I call my rat reel. Now, it had the SyngleLyfeStyle on it forever. I broke down, put this handle on it. I think a lot of you will think it actually looks better with this one. It's been touched up with paint or something by somebody before I got it. I was going to sand this and paint it, and then I abandoned that. You can still buy the silver nose pieces for these. You can't buy the gold that it came with, but you put a silver nose piece on this, it's still a pretty cool looking reel to fish with. In very good shape. It does have the clicking drag. Got the aftermarket star. Everything works. Got the aftermarket DIY Ray Studio spool, which was like 50 bucks. That was, I don't remember what those were, 35 maybe. The handle actually can get cheap. I think you can get them still for like 20 bucks. But all that added together, and it still is an Ito. I mean, I don't know, this reel should be worth, and it's got purple screws. Oh, we'll start out at probably $150. The lightweight TDZ Still looks pretty cool. Like I said, the nose piece looks nasty. I shouldn't have even sanded, but it was kind of starting to flake, and so I was originally going to paint the frame and that, but the last time I was going to just get I think the tackle trap, you can still get the silver nose pieces through them. Put that on it, and it'll still be a cool looking reel and plenty fishable. I think all the parts are only, this is brand new. I just stuck it on maybe 2 years old, if that, when I got those. I would recommend putting a new bearing on it. It's fine, but I cleaned them out and lightly oiled them like I do all my other ones, and the spool, I can just tell that that's a cheaper bearing, is why you'll hear a noise from it. I don't think it's like a ceramic, but it sounds kind of like a ceramic bearing. Still cast awesome. So probably 150 on that one. This one, I'm thinking I'm still going to hold out at 350. If I can't sell it for 350, I'll just keep holding on to it and admiring it. It's an awesome reel. Got the kanji knobs. Let's do I forgot to do the other Abu Garcia when I was doing the Abu Garcia reels. This has seen some time on the water also. It's just an MGX. It's the first generation of the MGX. They're still fairly lightweight, small, compact reels that just worked. They came out the new MG Extreme 2 and I don't think they call it 2, but the new MGX is a different design. But these are still good reels. I bought this one and never really even fished it myself. I think I rigged it up. I taught Javier how to use a bait caster with this reel just because it casts so great. But myself, I personally never used it. It's got quite a few boat rash marks up on top. Still, I've never serviced it. I don't think it's been on the water that much. I think whoever had it just rode around with it on their boat and scratched it up before I got it. And I think it's one of those come off eBay from Japan. Still works awesome. I'll start out at 150 with this one too, but I'll probably, if nobody jumps on it for that, I will come down. On several of these reels, I probably come all the way down to 100 if they don't sell, but on my two high-end ones for sure, these two, whatever price I originally put on the listing is probably going to stick, and if they don't sell, I'll just put them back up and hang on to them for a while. Let's go to the cheap ones. This thing, I'm thinking about offering somebody money to take it, but what I'll probably do is offer these both up for 50 bucks. This was only 58 new. This was like 25. And I don't really recommend them, but they are both still workable, fishable, reels to if you want to try out BFS. So I figure $50. Oh, I should mention on any of these reels, I'll add in probably on the price. So say if I want, I don't know, 150 for one, I'll probably put 155. So like on these, I said 50. It'll probably be listed for 55. I'll charge $5 for shipping, and then if you decide you want several reels, it'll still just be $5. So anyway, these two BFS AliExpress reels, they were like, cost me probably 75 or about $80 to get them to me, and I've used them on and off for a season. I'll probably try to sell them both together instead of trying to mess with separating them up. $50 for both reels. This guy, which is an awesome reel, I probably should keep, but I'm just going to sell it. The XF50 R. R is for right, I believe. I'm going to sell, it's got a few scratches on it. It does have a lighter weight handle. If you actually like the idea of having foam pads and stuff, it'll be easier and better, and you can't really source this. The handle would cost you some money, so I'm going to try to sell this one for 55 too. I figure if it sells for 55, I'll let somebody else try it out. If it doesn't, maybe I'll just slap some line on it and let one of the kids use it. And lastly, this is a pretty cool reel. They still sell for like $239 new. I think they still sell in Bass Pro and Cabela's and places. Lose Light. This one is beat up. does have a clicker on it I've added. I don't have another handle. If you don't like the SyngleLyfeStyle handle, you'd have to find your own handle for it, but I'm going to still try to get $100 out of this. It actually works as smooth, if not smoother, than when I first got it. And it was slightly used when I first bought it. I've had it a few seasons. It's been through, everybody's fished it. But it's just an awesome reel that works real good. I was using it for jerk baits. I had it on my jerk bait rod for a whole season, and it worked awesome for that. But I figure with the clicking drag, still works very well. That I'll price it for $100 and see if it sells. All right, is that it? Oh, wait a minute. Wait, there's more. And the only reason I'm doing this is people keep asking me, where can they get a SyngleLyfeStyle handle? They want to try one. Well, I don't make them to sell, but I do have these extra ones, so I'm just going to put a package together right here. And basically you're going to get a aluminum one and a carbon fiber one. These are Abu Garcia handles and Abu Garcia original knobs is what I started with. And they have bearings in either one of these. And you'll get this with the little shim if you want to put them on a Shimano. Put that little spacer. One of them nuts is Daiwa and Abu Garcia, the other one's Shimano. There's a little spacer for that. I'm going to throw it all together, all these knobs, all that for 50 bucks. If it sells, it does. If it doesn't, I don't know what I'll do. I'll just throw it in a bag and let it set. But there's, you guys go. If somebody wants to try that out, you're going to get all that. All that. This is a super lightweight one. This is about the lightest. And I just kind of made it an end so it wouldn't be sharp, but that's about as light as you can get with the handle for an Abu Garcia. So if you're trying to go super lightweight, try to get my scale open here. I'll show you guys real quick. Take this, I believe is an 85, it may be 80, but I think it's 85 was originally an 85 millimeter cut down carbon fiber handle with this knob, which only weighs 2.9 grams. I believe that's the lightest. That says 3 grams there. Because this one here weighs 3.1. That's with the ends in them, so they're still going to need bearings. So for Abu Garcia anyway is what I'm saying, because this is actually for Shimano Daiwa, it takes smaller bearings. Yeah, 2.9 grams. That's the lightest knob I've seen. You put that on this thing and on a reel that has a heavier one, you could definitely not only, you know, give yourself the SyngleLyfeStyle handle, you can drop a lot of weight if you're trying to drop some weight off a heavy reel. So yeah, I think I'll stick with $50 for the kit. I want to give SyngleLyfeStyle a shot with all that. I don't know if I even want to mess with trying to separate it if nobody wants all of that for 50. It's just all that leftover stuff I have. All right, on with the show. Here is the most expensive knob I've ever bought. I think it was close to $100 when I bought that thing. It's the lightweight wooden one, Karen wood knob. I believe I've still got all the stuff inside there. It comes with the tool. And I think so it'll fit Shimano or Daiwa. There's a little wrench. Where's all the stuff? Let me get it all out here. This is hard to do when you're trying to film. Yeah, there's some of the shims, and there's the nut that it takes. But anyway, that thing was very expensive. And guess what? I wouldn't say I didn't like it, but it just wasn't for me. So if you either have a SyngleLyfeStyle handle already, or you want one for a spinning reel. I put that in wrong, but there you have it. I'm gonna let that go for $55. It ought to be worth $55 still. I only have one of these. I had two. I don't know if my son had. I don't know where the other one went. I had two of these. I used that for probably 2 seasons now on my Abu Garcia. I don't even know what it's worth. I know the ones that don't look as cool as this one are still going for like 20 some dollars or whatever. So I'm gonna try. If you think you want this, it's just, I don't even think you can get him anymore. It might be a collector's item, but I'm gonna try to sell it for $25. If you want it, 25. Kanji knobs. Okay, I've got a full set that were, I think, originally on this guy, but from using it as a SyngleLyfeStyle, they've changed color. Like this one's the new one. It still has that almost satin look to it. This one has the you know, just a polished look just from using it, but those were the same ones that I believe originally came with that reel. I'm going to just sell them separate. I'm not going to try to put them back on and all that kind of stuff. So I would probably make a deal if you wanted, you know, the reel with the kanjis or something like that, but this is going to be about $150 reel. I'm going to sell these for $100. So kanji's for $100, that's about the going price. Then I have the stained up kanji. I'm not even sure what to ask for it. It does have a slight yellow tint. Looks totally different than the other knobs. I don't know whether the other one went, because I've never bought a spinning reel that had these. So I guess I'm missing one. But anyway, I'm gonna let this one go for, I don't know. I don't know if it's still worth 50 or not. Probably 40. Try it, see if it sells. $40 for a kanji knob. I don't even know what these are worth. I have some Abu Garcia. That's a set that I think came with the Revo when I first got it, the MG Extreme. I don't even know what these cost if you try to buy them. I'll try to see if anybody wants to give 20 bucks for them. That's probably what I'll list them for. Set of purple. They aren't new. They've got a few little nicks and whatever in them. I guess if somebody wants to buy one of these other Daiwa knob sets, I'll let these go for an extra $5. But I'm not selling them by themselves for $5. I'm not messing with shipping them. If you buy a set of either the kanjis or these OG original cork knobs for another $5, I'll throw in the purple if you say you want those. These knobs are just standard. I think they're a Daiwa cork with is underneath that. That's what I actually did with these, if you guys don't know that. Some of these Daiwa knobs that are black are actually cork knobs with the rubber coating instead of the clear coating, just like the OG corks with this press cork stuff. This was an attempt to make the lightest knobs I could. They look horrible. Still work good actually, but don't look good. But anyway, these they do have the red aluminum caps that are still pretty good shape. So I don't know. I'll try to $20 on them. If they don't sell, I may go down. I don't know. What do you guys think? They were 20? 20 on those, 20 on those. This one is actually going, I guess forgot to mention that. This guy, 100 bucks. Did I say 100? I don't even remember what I said, but I'm going to throw in the spare knob. I don't know where the cap is, but in case you wanted to put a double handle on it, you would have another matching knob with it. So I'm going to throw it with the lose light. That's what it came with. That's the handle I think it came with. It just has been SyngleLyfeStyle. Anyway, on to knobs. These, I don't know. If somebody buys another set and say, hey, throw those in, I want to just try them out, I'll probably throw them in with another set of knobs if somebody buys a set. All right, here's my worst set of OG corks. This is the same thing. I've had yellow braid, green braid that's faded one of the cork knobs. This other cork knob set in here, brand new, never was used. So these normally go for 50. This set just because it's stained, I'm gonna try to see if it'll go for 40. So, and then on the knobs, I probably won't charge shipping if I'm, on these more expensive knobs anyway. So if you think you want those that are ones slightly stained for 40, I have those. And then the two real nice sets. Now they are different color, but these are unused. I've never even pulled them out of these packages. They came from, or they came in, and they came from, can anybody guess? I'm not going to tell you, that's my source. But anyway, you can still get these from time to time. They're not made anymore, but they pop up from time to time for sale, and they go like hotcakes for $50 a set. I mean, like quick. This will be the first thing somebody's going to jump on and say they want. So I'm probably going to sell them for $50 a set, a pair, but I may just put it up a little higher just because these are getting harder and harder to get. So in other words, I may price them at $65, but if one of my buddies jumps on there and says they want them, they may get them cheaper. But we'll see. Don't set me in stone on the price on these. These are hard to get. I probably should just hang on to them. All right, that's not it. Wait, there's more. This video, how long is this video? Here is a spool that I thought about sending it with this reel if I sell it for 150, but no. I'm gonna try to sell this. Somebody may want one. These will fit in all kinds of different Daiwa reels. Has the one bearing on it. This thing hasn't, I don't think seen much use. I'm gonna try to sell it for $50. Here are two alpha spools. This is the Alpha's Type R spool. It's got a cool bearing on it. This one also has a cool bearing on it. Finesse, what you would call your BFS type spool bearing already on it. So this came out of the custom finesse. This came out of the Type R. And I'm gonna try to get 50 a piece out of them too. I'm not even sure where they're at now as far as how many people are wanting them, but they ought to be worth 50 a piece. So 50 on each one of those spools. All right, I think that's everything I have for sale.
Get it! Yeah! It got it.